about Mid-South, obviously a big fan. So Magnum, you got to work with some great guys there. Missed Wrestling 2, Axel Luttree, Dr. S.D. Williams. Oh, the list goes on and on. Are there any favorites or some that stood out with you that really helped you along?
As far as favorite in the ring, Butch Reed. Butch Reed was an absolute stellar athlete, performer, heel, just a stud. You know, I don't know how else to say that. I know Butch. We were in Florida Championship wrestling together, and he's a babyface there. And I got to Mid-South. He was the North American heavyweight champion. So I was almost instantly thrown in a feud with him, and it was spectacular to be able to do that. Ted obviously, certainly one of the best there's ever laced up a pair of boots. I got to share the ring with him. As a matter of fact, I had my last match in Mid-South with him, a Lizard in town match in Jackson, Mississippi, where I pulled up with my U-Haul and the trailer out of my car. But there was a wealth of talent there. The territory was on fire. The missing link, and Steve Apter, Williams, the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, Terry Kill. The list just went on and on as far as depth, and that was a great place for me to be educated, not only in the ring but outside the ring. Bill Watts is the toughest man I've ever worked for in my life. I'll never say no, he wasn't the best payoff guy, but it prepared me for what was to come, and he was like the next elevation of the intensity that things I learned from Eddie Graham. Bill was a student of his, and he had this type A personality that just shoved all his thoughts right out of his head before he ever ran through a sifter. And I learned a lot from him. But the in-ring talent, was second to none. Every single, guy that I went with was spectacular. Wrestling too, God bless him, along with us. I'm the guy that he turned heel on for the first time in his career. So, remarkable memories there, for sure.
You just read my mind about wrestling too. I think I spent a lot of time with he and his wife Olivia, who made all the roles for Greg Valentine and Ric Flair. And I told him one night, I said, I finally realized what you're doing on your interviews. And he said, what? I said, you're Ralph Crandon from the Moonless. Tommy Ricks, Friday night you're going to the moon, boy. He watched that nightly, and he subconsciously, that's where that was coming from. Didn't know that. Next